welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Cincinnati's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a mere tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David.
There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Royer.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all that work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Gonna run it, it's Walker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Bearcats have this offense rolling. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To throw, it's Sorsby. Hauls it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Caldwell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Bearcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Can't get him to the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. They'll run play action. Big guy smells it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole 1st quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So TCU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's McAllister. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. To the air, it's Hoover. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Cincinnati 7, TCU 0.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. A quick pass to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Snagged in the middle. It's McAllister. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Jennings. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Thanks to grab. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And with time running out here in the second quarter, they'll just take a knee. Down on the scoreboard, they'll try to regroup in the locker room at halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Now 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's on target and complete. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. Punt is in the air. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The points have been tough to come by, and they'll try to stretch this to a 2-possession game on this drive. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Leaves it with the back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Dropping back, it's Hoover. He's got his man. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Wants to throw again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. The run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man on the right. Gets away from one, finds room. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, TCU!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake goes upstairs. All by himself down the middle. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking to throw at Sorsby. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
TCU 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Pocket breaking down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes a catch on the left. Finds some room. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
TCU 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Going to the running game. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the air, it's Sorsby. Pressure coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be knocked down. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the 4th. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He fires to the left side and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's McAllister. Touchdown, TCU! All of that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for two right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Bringing it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quarterback on the keeper. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. To the ground, he's got it again. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Under fire. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They could really use a few yards here on third down because from here it would be a 61-yard attempt. He'll just throw it away and it'll be fourth down. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rushes on him. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Brings up second down.
The play-action fake. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. Caught in the backfield, it's James. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT. Down by a field goal, and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the move. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. A big 3rd down play to try to keep the drive alive in overtime. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. The attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence.